Hello everyone, I'm Rubén de Prado, and my research is titled Spatiotemporal Monitoring Network Implementation for the Identification of Post-Call Meaning Restoration Success Indicators. First of all, I want to give thanks to the organization for inviting me to that Congress. This research is in collaboration with the researchers Reja Gómez, Martínez Ruiz, García Duroz, and López Marcos. It's part of the National Restore Mine project, and it has recently started, so I will limit myself to give you a brief introduction. What are the hypotheses, the aims, and the methods of this study that hasn't resulted yet. Well, all of you know that typical coal mining activities have shaped in northern Spain the landscape, causing a high environmental and visual impact that requires proper restoration. The typical reclamation is necessary due to the total removal of the vegetation and soil of the mines. And this method usually consists of backfilling the pit with the previous mine waste extracted from the own mine or from other mines in the surroundings. Then it's necessary to add topsoil that is corrected because it has a very low content on organic matter and poor structure of the soil. So it is used normally cow manure and compost, and then is used an hydroseeding technique. But normally there are no studies about what seeds to use, so they are used generalist or alien seeds that are not the most suitable for the purposed ecosystem. So what happened the next years? We have analyzed the orthophotographic photos that there are in other cases of other mines, we have seen that there are an uncertain effectiveness of these reclamation and restoration works. Maybe can be due to different factors, for example, the slope, the orientation, their distance to the forest, where are the seed banks, the nurse bus effect could be positive, but there are other negative factors like the possible grazing from wild herbivores or the vehicle traffic in these mines. So within this context, we have hypothesized that there is a spatiotemporal variation in the soil of the reclaimed mines that generates gradients affecting natural revegetation. So we aim to identify what indicators could allow us to model this effectiveness and evolution of future restorations, especially under the new European Natural Restoration Law. This picture could reflect very good the same, because we want to study this difference in the space and in the time, especially between the different seasons and how it's affecting to the evolution of that restoration works. Our study area is near to the village of Guardo in the northwest of Palencia, in the community of Castilla y León. It's a mine called XVIII, and it has like 7 hectares that was reclaimed more than 30 years ago. But we are not, we haven't found very good results about these works, so we want to study. It has a mean altitude of 1,188 meters with an average slope of 8.5 degrees, but very different in all its area, and a mainly orientation with its component. The climate of the XVIII mine, it's warm summer Mediterranean, with a dry season in summer, especially in the months of July and August, and a rainy season between autumn and spring, being the annual rainfall 977 millimeters. And regarding to temperature, there are very big contrasts between the summer and the winter, And that situation is difficult to the germination and survival of the vegetation coverage. So it's a factor that is affecting to these restoration works. The average annual temperature is 9.33 degrees. And there are surrounding forests where is dominating the XVIII log, Quercus petra, but there are also other species plants like Quercus faginia and Iles aquifolium. And in the Rockley mine, there are a grassland with some shrubs, mostly Cytisus scoparius and Genista florida, but there are also shrubs typical from forest places like Rosa canina and Crataegus monovina. We have designed this sampling network with 5 gradients to the mine, to the forest, and we are placed different sampling points in 3 categories. The forest, the mine, are the edge to study this spatio-temporal difference. The official design in HIS was redesigned in field, taking the places with previous data of the soil and taking out the factors like the access or the correct identification of the 3 categories. We want to study different parameters, including monthly variables like soil temperature, checked by a rough thermometer in the soil moisture, thanks to the period given by the Eurosins 2, the decay rate through a method where is used green and rooibos T-Bex. It's a standard method to different parts of the world to study the composition of different places, taking in account that in the different parts of the world there are different vegetation, and it's a standard method to compare it. Also the soil respiration through the economic method of soda lime in 24 hours, and also some weather variables like precipitation, radiation, ambient temperature, and moisture, thanks to a mini weather station that gives us continuous data. We want to get some initial soil samples with physical parameters like soil and bulk density, porosity, texture, field capacity, and wilting point, and also chemistry variables like pH, electrical conductivity, cation exchange capacity, labile organic matter, total organic carbon and neutron, and available phosphorus. In this context of projects, there are other researchers, so we want to take another variables more about biological aspects like plant diversity identification and plant coverage. So we have started the fieldwork, locating the sampling points and taking the first monthly parameters from December and January. We have looked at, we have some problems, especially with the wild horses and wild herbivores from the area, so we are looking now for solutions to reduce the height of the bites of soil respiration and other factors to reduce their influence. So that's all, and thank you very much for your attention. I expect that in the next month we'll take the data and can analyze to get interesting results. Thank you very much.